What's going on, guys? Max Melaned here, bringing y'all another video. And in today's video, we're going to be building one of the new Kim's Heroin Skateboards Collab Fingerboards. Before we get to the main part of this video, I just want to briefly say I'm sorry to you guys that I haven't been making a ton of long form content in the last couple months. I think in the last 2 months, we've really only had that one video of me trying to learn the fakie big spins, which we did accomplish, and that was a really fun video. The main reason I haven't been posting a ton of long form content is because I'm just a very busy person. Right now, I work a full-time job. I'm also on the committee for my skate park within the town that I live in, and we're very, very close to securing like a $1 million grant for our skate park. So I've been dealing with that a lot, organizing some skateboard events in my community, and on top of all that, I'm also a performing artist, currently working on my debut project and my debut album, been playing a lot of shows in my area. So kind of all of that stacked on top of each other has made it hard to actually sit down and film any long form YouTube content. I'm not quitting this by any means. It's just been a little bit more infrequent for me to film. With the summer coming on and stuff, I might actually have a little bit more time. I'm gonna be reorganizing my work hours and stuff. So hopefully there will be more skate content coming soon on this channel in a more of a long form version. I still am posting my YouTube shorts every day because I am still skateboarding quite a bit. It's just when you work all day, and then I'm also in album mode and going to do all this stuff with my city. Sometimes I don't have a ton of energy to go and film a long form video like this. I kind of just want to skate or fingerboard just to kind of de-stress. But I still do want to make these videos. It still is very fun. And today I have off. It's raining. I don't have anywhere else to be right now. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be building this new Heroin Skateboards Kim's Fingerboard collab. I ordered this a couple weeks ago when I saw it dropped. Always been a big fan of Heroin skateboards. You can even see behind me, I actually have the Nolan Pro model here, as well as the Snot 10-inch board from Heroin as well. Definitely going to see these in a future video. Both of these boards I'm planning on doing builds and reviews for. They're both really big, fun shapes. And yeah, I really like the company. I already had a Kim's fingerboard before, so when I saw they dropped these, I just had to get one. I ended up going with the Curb Killer Wideboy model. This fingerboard is going to be 38 millimeters across. I'm not sure about the length. I think the average length of a fingerboard. But it is pretty to scale to the actual Heroin skateboard that it is modeled after, because this board, the actual board for this is 1075. It's their Wideboy model for the actual Heroin skateboards Wideboy. So they had to kind of make it as big as possible for a fingerboard mold. So this thing is going to be 38 millimeters wide, which is very, very big for a fingerboard. The one that I'm using right now is also on the bigger side from Kim's, which is like 35 millimeters, and that thing feels pretty big. So yeah, I'm very excited to put this together and try it out for you guys. To go along with it, I ordered some 36 millimeter maple. Wait, not maple. Let me let me see. Hex. I never tried. They're Hex trucks, Hex fingerboard trucks, 36 millimeters. They're a budget truck. I wasn't trying to spend a bunch of money because this was already like $50 on its own. So these were like $16 trucks. So hopefully they're going to perform okay. I think they will. They're going to match up nicely. 36 to 38 millimeter matchup, so not too bad. Also in here, I got some Pyro deck rails. Never put deck rails on a fingerboard before. If you watch my channel, you know that I put deck rails on all my skateboards. And also on the last Kim's fingerboard that we built on this channel, the graphic wore down really, really quickly. I think it's supposed to do that. Whatever method that they actually print the graphic on their fingerboards, it wears down over time. But this is just such a cool board. It's a collab board, so I wanted to get something to kind of protect the graphic a little bit. So we'll see how it is to put these on there. And then finally, for wheels, I have wheels from Igloo Fingerboards. They actually reached out to me on Instagram. They liked my content and wanted to send me something for free. So this video is sponsored by them. Shout out to them. I'm still going to give my complete honest opinion on them at the end of the video. But I've been meaning to put these on a setup. I didn't have a setup for them. So shout out to them. We're going to be putting them on this board today and kind of just giving a full rundown. I'm not sure like the size of these wheels. I got them in like a purple plum color, which I think is pretty cool. I think they're their street shape. And yeah, that's basically going to be it. Standard grip tape. They came with some cool stickers. And then I also got this like filer for putting on the grip tape. I don't know, it was like $3. I was already ordering the fingerboard. I was like, what's $3 extra? It's actually solid metal. So yeah, we'll see how that is. I'm not gonna actually film myself putting the board together because that's kind of boring. And I've already talked a lot in this video. So we are just going to cut to me actually having the finished board, and then we'll just do some tricks on it, and then we'll call it a video. So I'll see you guys once I put this all together. So here we go. All right, guys. So here's the finished product. Looking pretty nice. I really like the plum wheels from Igloo on this deck with that blue color. There's a little top view for you guys. And I want to say with the grip job, this thing made it like 20 times easier than it normally is just with like a nail filer or something. The metal edge on this took the grip tape, like the extra grip tape on the edge, right off. As you can see, like with all fingerboards, it's still like in the beginning, I don't know, a little bit like ugly looking on the sides, like some of the glue gets stuck on the edges. But overall, this saved me so much time. It came off so easy. On the other end of the spectrum, putting these deck rails on took so dang long. I had to scotch tape them down because there was no adhesive on the bottom. But we were able to get them in. I'm kind of glad because it will protect the graphic. We might be able to do some like hurricanes and stuff like that on my little fingerboard curb now. And yeah, overall, very pleased with this setup. The biggest fingerboard I have now. And yeah, right now I'm just gonna go set up a couple obstacles on this table, make a little mini skate park with some of my obstacles from Chunky Slabs, Black River, all that. And then I'll just get some footage actually riding this thing, or whatever you want to say, playing with it. And I'll give my final thoughts on everything at the very end of the video, especially on these wheels. So yeah, here we go. Alright guys, so we just finished seshing the new setup, and honestly I really enjoyed it. I love the size of it. I've always been more drawn to bigger fingerboards, bigger skateboards, because there's just more room for your feet or your fingers, whatever you're riding. And yeah, this definitely proved to be the case. Nothing was really harder on it. It was honestly just very fun to look at a board that's actually a carbon copy of an actual skateboard that's out right now that has such a cool shape. I actually really like the shape of this board, and I don't want to give anything away, but very soon we might be making a very similar video, except instead of a fingerboard, it might be an actual board of the same company, same size, same shape. I'm not going to straight out say it, but I think you guys can absolutely guess what's coming soon. Overall though, very fun. Having the deck rails on there felt cool, especially on like chunkier obstacles like this that are very worn in. I actually saw the deck rails starting to get worn in from doing board slides on this very like rough concrete. Yeah, shout out to Chunky Slabs as well and Ramon. Go follow Chunky Slabs on Instagram. They gave me a bunch of obstacles a long time ago. I did a whole video on that before, but they have very stellar obstacles. That's most of the obstacles we were seshing today, other than the Black River quarter pipe, were from Ramon and Chunky Slabs. So shout out to them. Overall though, Hex trucks also felt good, no problems. They felt very similar to like the stock trucks you get with like a Slush Cult Complete, if you have one of those. And as far as the Igloo wheels are, they felt great. These were on the bigger size as far as fingerboard wheels go, so everything felt a little bit bigger, taller. I know it's like hard to say when you're like dealing with like such a small thing like a fingerboard, but they definitely felt bigger than my other wheels. I will say the material of them felt a little bit more plasticky than say like an ill pill. Like on my main setup, I have ill pills, and those are very urethane-y. Like they squeak a lot more. Like for these, they don't squeak much at all. You hear like a little bit, and also they do slide pretty good though, but they are very quiet when you do slide. So if you like more plasticky feeling wheels, smoother feeling wheels, then you will probably like the Igloo wheels. I'm definitely gonna keep riding them and using them. They just don't have that like gritty urethane feel like ill pills or something do, but they definitely feel better than like a stock wheel from like Slush Cult. They feel better than like a stock Tech Deck wheel. They definitely feel better than the wheels that even came on my Tech Deck Pro series that I did a video on a couple months ago. So yeah, I would say like as far as my likeness for fingerboard wheels, the Igloos kind of sit in between like a full urethane like ill pill and one of like the stock plasticky wheels that come with like the Pro Series fingerboard from Tech Deck, or maybe like from Slush Cult or something like that. So they're a very good middle ground wheel. But the surface area is good, love the color of them, and they felt good for all my tricks, so I can't complain at all. But yeah, that's basically going to be this week's video. Thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. I promise I will be having some more long form content coming very soon. Like I said, something very similar to this, only in full size, might be coming very soon. We'll see. There's still, I still got a couple more days off right now, so maybe I'm going to be doing some more filming soon for the channel. But anyways, yeah, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.